Hi everyone. First of all, I want to say happy St. Pat's. It's St. Patrick's Day here today, obviously, but I could be a bit ahead of some of you. So if it's tomorrow, happy St. Pat's for tomorrow. So hello to everyone, all my family here and in Ireland. So I hope you have a great day. Now, back to what I'm talking about. This is another part of the methodology of my gardening methodology. Not that it's anything new or anything, but my kind of amalgamation of produce gardening methodology, which is self-seeding. So I don't do this with everything. Obviously some plants work better than others. Now these are the onions. So some things I just let go to seed, in particular things like lettuce, carrots, onions, parsley, stuff like that. So these onions, now this nice big green crop here was originally just one brown onion, which I planted in the ground once it had shot. So like I spoke about in the onion video too, I've just let it bolt, and now you can eat all this, of course. We might know them as spring onions in Australia or thereabouts, probably known as other things in other countries. I'm not too sure. I better not say because I really don't know. And you can just pull them straight from the ground here, and you get all of that. So if you can get the thicker white part as well as all the green tubular part as well. I'll eat that later on. So they've obviously been let to go to seed like this, and this is what happens. So this is what I want. These are all onion seedlings. Now some of these I'll just let grow. There's a couple of little grass seedlings. But now I won't throw those away. I'm just going to rip them up and just put them back in. I'll move this out of the way. So these have just popped up. You can even see, hopefully you can see with this camera, it's obviously not the best camera in the world. See those little black, that's the actual seed, that's the husk that's still attached to the seedling itself, which is pretty cool. So with these, I'll let them get a bit bigger. Now I might thin some out, and others I'll just let go where they are. The beauty with onions is you don't have to have, if you plant, say look, there's obviously hundreds there. Now I'm not necessarily going to get 100 onions all in one go, because I can harvest them at different stages. So if I want to have, say, some smaller ones, I'll harvest them then medium, then large, then extra large if I want to from there. So it's not like, say, tomatoes, where you can obviously harvest them green and have them from there, but predominantly they're harvested red, so you get a big glut all at once. Onions are one of those things where they're pretty good at every stage. So that's just a little corner of, this is one of the original beds. When I started the whole produce gardening method, this is one of the experiment beds, and you can see it's done pretty well. Like some of the soil, the quality in the soil is just out of control. It's beautiful. I couldn't be more happy with the way it's coming about. So you can see here, now obviously we've had some rain, so that obviously helps too, but it just takes right off. But this is what I'm talking about. So what I'll do, now obviously I'm practicing crop rotation as well, which I'll talk about in another video as part of my way of gardening. But the self-seeding, once they pop up, I don't want to keep growing onions, year after year after year in the same spot. So what I'll do, once these have come up and they're harvested, I won't let them go to seed. They'll be taken out, these will be removed, and then I'll start with probably a couple of these brown onions when they start to shoot, and I'll plant them in another area and in another garden bed, and then we'll go from there. And then I'll do the same thing again. So still practicing crop rotation, but also like instigating that self-seeding ideal as well. So I just wanted to show you, that's all of them there, and completely nothing done on my side. They've just popped up. I've just let the seeds drop. But any more info, have a look on the website, theproducegarden.com. There's some more photos on there of different things. And there's a cocky going over. Bloody cockies. Very destructive. I like them, but they're very destructive. Alright. Okay. Again, happy St. Pat's for everyone out there, and I'll talk to you soon. Any questions, just give me a yell, okay? Thanks, guys. Bye.